Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to a brand new episode of Skyblock 2 and very short episode today guys. It's going to be a very small tutorial because I thought that would be very important to do so. Before doing that, of course, thank you very much to my members in the channel, Jonathan Sabater 8747 and Anna ID8NT. Should you want to become a member, so the link is going to be in the description below. And thank you, of course, to the 3,500 subscribers that we having in the channel, growing very rapidly. So what I'm going to do this, well, let me show you very quickly where we are at for a second. You will see that this is, of course, the start of the quest line, which we have worked very well, but we got to a point now that we are going to need the Enderman DNA. And if you're following the series along, you will see that on the last episode we talked about the Enderman, and the next one we are going to actually have to summon an Enderman, and to do that we are going to create a DNA. So what we're going to need, well, one thing that we are going to need, of course, is a weapon to kill the Enderman. Now you can actually go the traditional way and of course make yourself a normal iron sword with iron ingots and stickers, of course, but there is another way as well that we can do that, and that is through the Tinker's Station. And to do that, well, let me grab very quickly, if I can actually find it, let me grab a bit of this cobblestone. So I'm going to show you guys how you can upgrade from stone to iron very easily using, of course, the smelter that we already have created. So before doing that, something else I want to show you very quickly is the amount of honeycombs that we have. Look at this. Look, 56 redstone honeycomb so far. So let me show you very quickly how things are going in here. Nothing ready to harvest yet. We have bees going in here. Just about to harvest in a minute. There you have it. Just in time. Thank you very much. And with that, we are going to harvest all these honeycombs. My goodness. It really is very useful having these beehives in here because it's giving us a lot to work with. So with that in mind, let me put them back to the chest and let me get on with this little video tutorial and how you can actually upgrade your tools and weapons from, of course, let me put that one back, from stone to iron. So let's go back very quickly a second to the Tinker Station in here, if I may. And what we're going to do is to create a sword. To create a sword, well, we're going to need a small blade and two tool handles. So that is what we are going to do, guys. So we are going to do the small blade, and it's going to be, let me see if I can actually find the blade. A small blade is going to be there, and we are going to make two of these things very quickly. And with that, it's time now to create the sword. So we are going to place one in there, and then one in here. And as you can see now, we have a stone sword. You have durability 114 in here. The attack damage is 5, attack speed 1.6, and mining speed 2.2. And that's relevant, guys, because you can actually change the handle so you want to. And I think that the wooden handle would actually give you more mining speed. But that said, we have a sword, so really it's not relevant for this one. But if you are making a pickaxe, for example, keep the handle in mind, of course. So now we have the stone sword and make through the Tinker Station. And the next thing that we are going to need, of course, is going to upgrade it to iron. So how we are going to do this? Well, to do that, it's going to be very simple, actually. And I really want you to look into this, because what we're going to need is a bit of sand, which I'm going to grab from here. You remember, on the last episode, we did this smeltery, and we smelted with a lot of different type of glass, which that was pretty cool. But you can actually use it to upgrade your tools and weapons to iron as well. So that is important that you know that. Now, before you even touch the smeltery, you have to absolutely make sure that your lever is set to off, because anything that you smelt then will go to your chest. So very important that the lever is set to off. You remember as well that we made a casting table, of course, and we have an additional faucet. So this is the two items that you are going to need to create these things. Now, one thing that you can do is to create a gold cast should you want to. But one thing that you can do is use sand to create the cast. And that's going to be the mold that we are going to use. So the difference between the two is that the sand only is going to have one usage. So one thing that we need to do, of course, is to get the sands into your crafting table, and we are going to create a blank sand cast. Maybe we can actually get 8 of those should we need it for the future. And with that, we are going to right-click into the casting table. As you can see, there you have it. Something else that we are going to need, of course, is going to be an additional stone small blade, and that is important because with that we are going to right-click, and then we are going to make the mold by right-clicking once again, and as you can see now, the mold is being made into the cast. That is how cool it is. Now we have some iron somewhere. We should have it. Let me see if we can actually right-click on this thing, and as far as I can see, we should have some iron casted. But frankly, I don't see it anywhere, and I'm hoping, no, it's not here either. That's interesting, because we should have, let me see if we can actually put some more iron in here and see what happens with these things, because, oh, it's going to be molten iron. There you have it. So one thing that this smeltery does as well is that when it smelts certain type of blocks, you will see that it's not coming to the facet, so they are not ready to click and collect. But once you get into the actual controller, the molten iron is there. Now, if you click on it, you can see now that it changes. So hopefully we can actually get it right then. As you can see, now it's drying up. And with that, you now have, of course, the iron molten here that we are going to need. Very strange the way it works, the controller, but that's another tip that I can give you in this tutorial, should you need it. Nighttime is coming. Let's go sleep. And then in the morning, we are going to upgrade that stone sword to the iron one, and we are going to talk about modifiers as well. So stay put for that one, guys. I'll be with you in just a second. Okay, guys, so back into the Tinker's station. Well, let me show you how to upgrade this very quickly. We have the stone sword that we are going to place in this slot in here. And now we have the upgraded blade to iron. So we are going to place it right there. And as you can see now, we have an iron sword. And yeah, the difference is going to be quite big between one and the other one. The durability is 114. Once you convert it, goes to 253. We'll give you Stonebound 2 and Sturdy 1 as well, which is pretty cool indeed. We are going to have 6 attacks damage and 1.6 attack speed, which is pretty much much better than, of course, the stone sword. So with that in mind, now we have done or upgraded the stone sword to an iron sword. But it's not that. We can actually use modifiers, guys, and let me show you very quickly how that works. One of the modifiers that I would like to use is we are going to have another word, so that is going to be my modifier for this specific sword. So I'm going to go back again to the Tinker's station. I'm going to place the iron sword right there. And as you can see, we have some details in this window here. It gives you the durability, the attack damage, the attack speed, the mining speed, which is not relevant for the sword, and the upgrade says number 3. Now, if I get, just say, one of these nether cord to apply a modifier, once I put it in there, you can see now the upgrade says 2. But we can actually use this modifier up to 36 times before the upgrade changes to 1. Okay, so that is what we are talking about. And give me sharpness, as you can see. Okay, so the more that we put, I will put another 7. You can actually see the sharp is 7 in there as well. And the upgrade is still 2 because we haven't reached the 36 as yet. So that is a way that you can actually make this a bit more stronger as well. So with that in mind, look at the attack damage as well, say 6. Once I put the modifier, goes up to 636. So certainly the attack damage is going to be very, very relevant. Now we can make nether quartz, of course, because we have now the recipe in all the materials that we need. Well, why not use a whole stack on that and see how that changes in terms of the stats of that specific sword. So that is something, my friends, that you can actually do. Let me bring that one back in there. Let's go back once again to the table and let's put the whole stack. We are talking about attack damage 6. We are going to put the whole stack in there, and now we have a whole stack. It's going to be a whole point. So now we have attack damage at 7. So there you have it. Now we have a iron sword with sharpness, sturdy 1, and stone bound 2. And if we compare that to this normal iron sword that you just make with your iron ingots in vanilla Minecraft, you can see that this one is certainly much better than the normal one. As you can see, we have 7 attack damage and that one only have 6. And that's the good way that you can actually, of course, upgrade your tools and weapons, because you can actually do this, of course, with your tools as well. So with that in mind, my friends, I thought that I wanted to give you a quick video tutorial in how to upgrade it. I think it's really, really important, especially when you are going to have to kill mobs around. So there you have it, guys. I really hope this has helped. If it does and you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next daily upload, guys. Until then, stay great,